Nothing to snore at.
Nothing to snore at. Hello.
We actually got that time.
Wow, that was fun.
Hello.
Hey,
everyone.
how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, Abby?
I'm doing very well.
You know what's really interesting?
Please tell me.
I hear breathing happening.
Yeah,
right
and
now.
it's not the normal snore.
It's not the normal snore. I feel like there's something else going on here.
Something in this room right now.
Are you talking about me?
Someone.
Whoa.
What?
I'm not snoring today.
I thought that you were going to go with a different voice and trying to convince our listeners, because you kind of said that first thing differently. You said, "Are you talking about me?"
Are you talking about me?
That's what I
It
thought
was
you
not
were.
at all like that.
Are you serious?
Not at all.
Several of us here.
I think you.
Oh,
were
that's
just,
terrifying. Dissociative identity disorder occurring in this
Have we done that
podcast
before?
studio. No.
What?
Just like as a concept, or
like in one of our movies /
I
TV
don't think we've
shows.
had one. No,
I really thought we did.
no, I don't think so.
I could be mistaken.
Yeah, you could.
I am
Maybe one
mistaken
of
a
your
lot.
other identities thought we did.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know. I've been sleeping through them.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here.
at
Yes.
Nothing.
no, at Rogue
Oh,
Media
Rogue
Studio
Media
Network.
Studio
That's
Network.
what I was gonna
.com.
say.
But we got our father, if you couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
man behind the snore.
snore.
Let
Back
him
again.
hear one live.
Oh yeah.
A live snore?
Yeah,
let's hear it.
please.
That
That
pretty
was
good.
yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to
do
stop?
it. Yeah.
Oh, just a little.
And he was doing that on command, but you equally could just assume that he had fallen asleep.
Yeah.
That
That
is
would
It
very
has
not be
happened to
surprised.
me so many times.
Matter of fact, before we came over here,
Yeah, he was sleeping.
I fell asleep
bet.
a couple
That's-
times.
yeah.
While watching a TV show.
The amount of times I've been on the phone in a conversation,
This is true.
and it has apparently been something to snore at.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking about me falling asleep while we talk
Yes.
on the phone.
That's what I
Yes.
was addressing.
Yeah.
Just like a
Is
house.
that my fault or is that the conversation?
I know that there was one time I was asking for advice because I had deeply hurt my friend and you fell asleep. And I was like, you know what? Guess I'm on my own.
Well, I'm sorry that you deeply hurt your friend.
And that's why
Yeah.
Abby doesn't talk to that person anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, I do. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Daniel. This is a couple days belated.
But it'll even be more days belated, won't it? 'Cause-
No, it's his birthday today as we record this.
But he won't hear it today, will he?
No,
well, you don't even know if we'll ever hear it.
that's true. I don't think my friends listen to this. Zach's do, though. Shout out
true.
to our snoreheads. High
I'm
school
glad-
sophomores.
I'm very glad that
I
after
decided to just
so
go with
many-
it.
Yeah, after
I decided
so
to
many
just let it
months
happen.
Of
They're referred to as snoreheads.
that's
That's
so
our
that was my
fans,
very
apparently.
first idea, and Abby hated it. But I,
I do
kept
still
on
not
calling
like it,
them.
but I don't have a better idea.
Yeah.
So
I kept on
and we're
calling them
just
snoreheads.
getting so famous
Even
that
though
we have
sleepy
to.
heads would be much better that Solo came up with it, but I was so
But
persistent.
that's already like
on,
a concept.
Well, yeah, that's why it's
That's why we have to do
the
snoreheads. Anyway, what are we doing
Are
today?
you thinking about like making hats that look like a big nose or something like that? Like
Was not thinking that
like
at all.
what
you were
Nope.
not thinking
like the
of
cheese
any-
heads. Like
Oh, for-
Green
yeah,
Bay
yeah, we-
Packers, they wear
that's
big
true.
cheese hats.
Yeah,
But I don't think we have,
just
like,
don't
an
think we're on the
audience that
level
would
as
want-
Green Bay Packers.
I don't know. We're getting there.
I do know actually. So, hey Zach,
Everyone
Yeah.
starts somewhere.
No.
what are we doing today?
Beat me to it every time.
Yeah,
Today, Abby, if you would like to know,
I actually would. That's why I
Um,
asked.
we're going to be doing a noun,
Uh huh.
a verb,
Whoa.
and an adjective.
Golly.
Noun, verb, and adjective.
Is that because we have 3 people today?
is. How did you
Whoa,
figure
how
that out?
convenient.
Now, does that mean that we build the story from
From those
noun,
3
These are our only
promptings.
prompting.
Okay, all right.
Not necessarily doesn't have to necessarily like completely revolve around these.
Right.
It's just
we just
kind
have
of
to
like
include them.
we have to include them and
Jumping off point.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Just like, a trampoline.
gymnastics.
Trampoline, a gymnastic trampoline.
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
So who has the noun? 'Cause I think the
our
noun
father
should start.
does.
I think the
So
noun
we
should
will
Okay.
start. You can pick any one of those.
So my nouns are classroom,
Insurance.
insurance, and revolution.
Which one are you going to choose?
Classroom, insurance, revolution. I'm a teacher, so I'm going to avoid classroom. Let's go with
Not well, because you still teach.
What?
Go every day.
Well, I guess I don't always.
Outside of the
All right,
classroom,
then I
you'll
pick
avoid it.
classroom.
No, you can do
no, I am
Revolution.
now choosing. You've convinced me. I
Right,
was
what
going to
did
go
you-
with
Wow,
Revolution.
that was not hard at all.
I was
I didn't
going
even.
with
I wasn't
Revolution.
being persuasive. I was pointing out facts.
I think you pointed it in. You pointed me into the classroom.
Right, what you know.
So classroom it is.
All right,
Let
adjective.
me get my adjective. We're gonna go.
Where do you find these at?
Just generators on the webs. Oh, should we cite them? A lot of times we do.
Yeah, you say.
Mine are both the verb and the noun are from randomwordgenerator.com.
mine.
What?
Yeah. So
Shout
the
out.
adjective I got was ugly.
Cool.
So ugly classroom so far.
Mine is going to be forgive. That's the verb.
So we're forgiving an ugly classroom.
If that's the route we
well,
wouldn't
yeah.
go, but do we like the top of the noggin?
Well,
I don't know. Hey,
The top of the noggin.
Let me-
What does it say?
explain
I'm
to
confused
him.
about the top of the noggin.
Let me start climbing up, Abby.
Okay.
We're
Climbing up me?
No.
You can't go very far. I'm only 5'1".
She is pretty short.
I
Was
wouldn't
that your
choose.
climbing
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah, we
Use
love a
that
good
on
sound
regular
effect.
basis? Just
Yeah, it's.
almost sounds like
it's on
a
a ladder.
horse.
It's a wooden, like a very rickety old wooden ladder.
Mm.
With,
it sounds like wooden rickety. I would have heard more. I would have thought.
well, I mean, it would not
How
be
was that?
That's
That
an
sounds like some
animated.
sort of creature at the
Yeah.
top of the ladder.
Yeah.
Well, we're here now. It's windy.
Up at the top of the noggin.
Whoa, my
Now
hat
the wind
just
was
fell
good.
off.
The wind was good.
Thank
That
you.
was very good wind.
Thank you. That's what they
I'm
say
sorry,
when I
it was
fart.
a good wind. It was the
I
ladder
started
not
the
so
wind.
much, but
I
the
started
wind.
the
Y'all
wind.
really did not even hear my
No,
No,
joke.
We don't like.
the wind was better than the
jokes.
joke, probably.
Yeah, that's usually what.
Can you say that again?
Nope.
I
'cause
didn't
say
think
it the
so.
first time.
Okay, what's up there?
So
Let me in.
first that is.
That was me opening the door.
right,
Actually,
I
knocking.
mean, okay, not a good knock.
What was that
don't know.
bubble
That
knock?
was-
I think that's a bubble popping. There you go. There you go. We want in. Let us in,
The door was open. You guys
Oh.
were just hitting it.
bro. That is so awkward.
It was already open.
Okay,
There
what's
was
up?
no
What's up
need
there?
for the
I
creaking
closed it
sound.
and then opened
Okay.
it.
Well, then there should have been 2 creaks. There we go. There's 3. It is once again
Where is
closed.
the door?
We are now closed again.
Zach, let us in, please.
Okay.
Boom.
Did I knock down the door?
I kicked it in.
Okay. So
That was Zach flying across the room because he was trying to listen.
That's Zach flying across the
He
room.
was. I
That was
saw
pretty
him.
high-pitched
Wilhelm
scream.
Yeah,
He
I
was
get startled
terrified.
easily.
All right.
So top of the noggin, little heartfelt movie here.
Okay.
Of like some ugly classroom,
Mm-hmm.
like
Is the classroom ugly, or does ugly just have to be in the story?
It doesn't have to be describing the noun.
No, this is just top of the noggin ideas. We do this every time.
This is the first idea Zach has, and we've only ever gone with it like once.
once, yeah, but
Okay.
it usually
But we like
sparks
to,
something.
yeah, we like to,
Okay,
we
okay,
like to
okay.
at least climb up, see what's up there.
Yeah. So my first thought here is the classroom is ugly, but like it's ugly as in like looks, but also like the teacher there or whatever.
The teacher's ugly?
Yeah, but like that's
so
not
mean.
a
You mean
look.
characteristic or
yeah,
ex-
classroom
Just
looks and then
hideous.
characteristic is
So
the
the
teacher.
classroom looks ugly, but the teacher does not look ugly, but
Is
is
ugly.
Yeah, and so basically
Which is to say,
it's this guy or girl who is not treating her students well or him.
apparently it's a girl.
Apparently.
Say guy or girl, but there will be female pronouns.
But essentially, we have this the teacher, whoever it is, hates their students or something like that. Or like
Dang.
hates,
hates teaching.
yeah.
This is gonna get a
But
little too
then-
real for Dad, a little too
I,
quickly.
we're okay. We're okay here.
But then they, but then later on they forgive something or
Right.
something that happened in their life.
We should.
And it kind of turns them around, and then in the end, it
Yeah.
happens out.
no, what
everything's
was
in the
the your verb?
Forgive.
Forgive.
Oh, that's right. That's where the forgive.
Yes.
Ugly classroom. Forgive.
So we're forgiving for an ugly classroom, changes it around. The students
If
This
we
is
use
just-
if we
this
use
is just
ugly
top of the
as a
noggin.
descriptive word for the classroom, this is just his top of the noggin idea. They're rarely good.
Ouch! Wow.
Well, it's the first thought. You typically don't go with your first thought.
Okay.
I mean, I
Or his
used to
first
say
thought.
that, and then you always criticize me for saying never go with your first thought, and then that's why this top of the noggin thing started.
Is it?
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, I have memory loss.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm not.
So, so are we in your thought palace right now? And
No,
this
no,
is
no,
the
no,
top
no,
one?
no, 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 no. Thought Palace is inside the noggin. You are just
On the top.
We're
of
on the
it,
top of the
where
noggin.
it just protruded out because I have so much knowledge.
Protruded out.
So
'Cause
this
I
is
have
like
so
a,
much knowledge in there that anytime a new idea comes, it actually has to creep through.
Is that
So you're
is
saying
that
this
how
is
it
like
works?
a balcony on your thought?
No.
Balconies aren't on the top.
Yeah, because that's like
usually.
It's a roof.
inside
A high
stuff.
balcony.
No.
Oh, this is on the
no.
roof of
That
it.
would be a
Because
roof.
that's the top.
Balcony
The
is still
very top.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we had to climb.
Hence, what do you mean the very top? Is there another top that's not the very?
Well, I mean, like you could be really high up, and
and it
could
wouldn't be
almost.
the top.
It's not. You gotta specify. Like if you're on the side of a mountain, you're high up, but you're
So we're
still
on
on
top
the side
of your roof,
of the noggin.
Yeah.
the roof of the noggin.
The top
Then
of
why
the
did you have a
noggin.
door on the roof of your noggin?
That was
Like-
your guys' fault.
I don't know.
No, you said
Sometimes-
something about a roof or a door.
No,
No.
he may have, but we just
You have a
the
garden
ideas.
up here.
No,
Huh?
it's just
A garden.
nothingness.
It's just
Except the one
The
idea.
ideas tend to like just manifest in different ways.
It's a
One time it was a
garden of
locked
ideas.
box. Like I
Oh,
think it was
yeah.
an owl one time,
There
and then
was
we
one-
actually end up using that.
Yeah.
So is it like a? We're sitting around a picnic table on the
Nope.
top of your. Nope,
It
not
is
even.
just nothingness.
It's just his
except
noggin and the
one
first idea that comes to
All
his
right.
brain.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're not going to be using that. I don't know that we should call. I don't know that I want to go with the classroom being ugly. I feel like we've done the story of a bad teacher becoming good, or like Miss Nelson is what I'm thinking.
Okay,
that is too
okay,
close to
okay.
Miss Nelson Goes Missing, and I
Abby.
do know that you were in that as a child, but that doesn't mean we have to go back
Abby,
there.
Abby.
What's up? What's up?
Tell me you're saying, real quick. Just give me a little bit of your
Art
saying.
is a lie.
No.
No, to be an artist is to be
there
a thief.
you go. See,
I'm not going to encourage you to vulgarize this idea.
I'm just saying you can't use the defense of it's been done before because that's what you say in
Okay,
every
but I just
single
don't think that we can
episode.
do it well enough to do it again.
So I think classrooms in general, like a regular teaching classroom, may be used too often.
Mm-hmm.
What if it was a driver's ed classroom?
Okay.
And the ugliness comes from a driver's ed teacher who's been in a horrible accident and his face is now disfigured, or her face.
Yeah, this is giving me very much so Nanny McPhee, but yeah.
But then what we find is that the person in this teacher's classroom turns out to be the child of the person who had the accident that disfigured this guy.
I like it. And then we go down forgiveness route, potentially.
We could.
Or-
Or non-forgiveness.
Or the instructor does the same thing to their kid.
So it could be it could be
Wait,
either a psycho kind of
Sure.
Psychological thriller.
yes, or
Those
it
are
could
great
be a situation comedy.
Right.
You could still throw a situation comedy.
Could. I mean, the situation is
Disfigurement of the
disfigurement of
face.
the face.
Yeah.
Um,
But yet, the way his face... No, never mind. I'm not going there. It could be a
Oh.
clown. It could, his face has been turned into a permanent smile.
That's a
Oh.
little Joker.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't think I can
Hey,
handle
what about
that.
art stealing? You know.
Art stealing.
Wow, our
Stealing the
three
art.
versions of that quote.
Yeah.
Let's go around the table. The original, to be an artist is to be a thief.
Art is a lie.
I'm stealing art. I'm an art thief. I don't break into museums, but I can take it off the
I
wall.
break
anyway.
into ideas.
Break into artists.
Copyright, I'm coming for you.
Bum 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 bum. I don't know. If
Here I
can use it.
come. Copyright.
I don't know if there's copyright on that Mission
That-
Impossible.
It doesn't
song.
matter.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're coming to steal it. Anyway,
It's true.
it's our goal.
So we're
Actually, I
stealing
hope
the
it
song.
has
Yeah.
So
copyright.
we're actually stealing the song while
Yes.
singing the
Yes.
song about
Yep.
stealing the song.
Also, I'm pretty sure that you're probably going to be off key enough that it would not get picked up.
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
know. It would definitely go over in a court of law.
Would
Was
you
that
please
fair?
approach? Would you please approach the stand? Go ahead and hum. Bum 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 bum. Nope,
Nope,
that's
that is
not
not
the
it.
same
Yeah.
song.
Objection.
This is not the same song, Your Honor. I would have to agree.
Alrighty. So that is what we're gonna go with. I think I like that.
Okay,
I do
okay,
like that, Don.
and we'll get back into those ideas after this small little
In just a moment.
commercial break.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
And we're back.
Wow.
Wow.
Those were some great commercials.
They really
Dave.
were. Let me tell you, I heard them.
And I wanted everything that was involved in them.
Indeed, including that second one.
Don't even remind me.
Man, really brings.
I'm just going to
it
spend
to
all
the
of my
eye.
money and all my time on that particular one.
Item.
I'm really
thing.
excited to see what it's going to be now.
Yeah, but I don't know what you mean to
Yeah,
see.
because we
Because we just listened to it,
Yeah, you're right.
so
Right,
with our
right,
ears.
right. Well, I can't
Seeing
wait
is
to
with the
see it in my
eyes.
hand. You know what I mean?
Right.
Once you have
Once
it,
I have it, yeah.
Right.
I could get that.
You
I
could
mean,
get
I could
that.
get that.
Yeah. After hearing it.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
just
actually get it.
often that typically they do promote other podcasts and such. So I also cannot wait to have it in my hand.
Yeah.
Well, it is in your hand. It's like with your phone.
Right.
You're listening to it.
Your
in
favorite
hand.
podcatcher?
Your phone is a podcatcher.
No. The
Well, it kind of
app's
is.
on it.
Your phone is now a podcatcher.
I don't know that it would be considered that.
I mean, it could be.
I don't know the dictionary definition of a podcatcher.
I don't think there is a dictionary.
A dictionary.
A dictionary. There may
Definition.
not be a dictionary
There might not
for
be.
podcatcher.
I often look up things in the dictionary.
Yeah.
I
Don't we
bet.
all?
How is it dictionary?
This
than
is
the other
explaining so much. Okay, so we've got a driver's ed classroom,
Sure,
and
sure.
Mr. Kevin is disfigured.
Mr.
Why is
Kevin?
that his last name?
It's
I
a
hate-
double last
my
name.
veto.
No,
That's my one veto.
that's so unfortunate.
What about James Kevin?
That's what I wanted.
Not
I
too
wanted it
bad,
to
you
be a
can't.
double.
Instead of Kevin James.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even pick that up. Never mind. Art is
Can't
a
be
lie,
Kevin.
but
Can't be
it can't be
Kevin.
lied
You
about
get
in that
one-
way.
I get one veto.
So the
Does
rules
everybody
about the
get- do I have a veto?
vetoes
No, you don't have any
is
I don't have
I
the
get
power to do that.
unlimited, Zach gets one, and you get none.
Why do I get none?
The
Because
guess-
you're a guest.
Yeah, the guessing.
Now,
I think
if you
I should
were
give
Solo
Nope.
Cooper, you could have stolen Zach's.
That's true. That was.
We
That was
introduced
so
it to him,
funny.
and he said, "Can I have Zach's?" Which was brilliant because if he had asked for one of my unlimited ones, I would not have given it to him.
So you didn't have a veto then?
No,
He
I
didn't.
did not, and I
Solo
couldn't
stole
use
it. Yeah, it's really fun how I have a dictatorship here. Anyway, so guess it's not Mr. Kevin. What's his name?
Do you want me to come?
Yeah,
I
you
thought
have to. No, you.
I mean, I don't.
Go ahead.
That's not the rules of the veto.
No, I know it's
Okay.
not the rules, but I'd like you to come up with one, just
Okay,
as
fine.
like a beneficial thing for me.
Okay, fine.
That's not the word I
Mr.
wanted to use.
Kevinston.
Are you kidding me?
Kevinston?
Vetoed. Dad, try
Yes.
again. I mean, you try.
Von Erikston.
I'll call him Mr. Eric.
Stin.
What if his name is Stin Eric?
Sten Eric Bergerenstein.
That's too many.
Stein.
Mr. Stein, I can handle
Stein.
that.
Okay.
And they say, Mr. Stein, you stink. And he said, I use a lot of cologne,
I was about to say, I put a lot of
Why is he
deodorant
British? Can we be him together? Or do we
Yes.
have the exact same
Yes.
voice right now? Okay, we'll be Mr. Stein, and you, have to be all the kids.
Yeah.
Actually,
I took
specifically
kids.
this student.
Yeah.
Okay. How about like this? No? Excuse me, Mr. Stein.
Yes.
Mr. Stein, why are you making me drive first?
Well,
in the
prophecy.
prophecy.
Mr. Stein, did your accident also hurt you in other ways besides your face?
My heart
hurts. really bad.
Oh, yo, Mr. Stein, I'm another one of the students. Why do I gotta sit in the back seat?
I don't believe you.
I'm a student.
You old man.
I just never got my driver's license when I was younger.
Sure.
This is probably one of my favorite bits.
Our favorite. We
What
are
am I-
now just completely connected. Apparently, I don't get to have my own choice
Not at all.
in what bits I enjoy.
So
So yeah, I think that's enough playing with that that scene. We can just kind of talk it through now.
So they interact a little bit, and the students are asking.
Only very little, apparently.
Well, I think there needs to be a moment where he realizes, like maybe it begins with him not just as the driving ed teacher,
Right.
but then the sudden moment of realization.
Right.
Because the kid hit him, correct?
No. The kid's parents are the ones who got this dude.
That's right.
It has to be a picking up from class type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what happens is what's your kid's name?
The kid that I was talking, the voicing, his name is Kevin.
Yes. So good job, Dad.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
I hate him even more.
I love you, Kevin.
Just kidding.
Is what I meant the whole time.
I think it'd make it even more difficult if Kevin was like really, really a jerk. Like Kevin's a real jerk.
It would make it more difficult for him to not like him if he were a
No,
jerk.
I mean, it'd make it more difficult for the driver's ed teacher overall. Like,
to forgive him.
Let's play out the scene where he finds the parents, like the parents.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. So I think that it's a class and it's at night. I think it is an after school program. That's why Billy can be in there as a 35-year-old man.
Sure.
hey, thanks, I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Billy.
He's
And
actually 48.
Yeah, hey, I think I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'm 35.
he says he's 35. He
he's
is 48,
48.
and we all know what the truth is. And
You
so
can tell by his massive mustache and nose hairs.
I hate that. Veto on the nose hairs.
No, you can count the nose hairs, and that's how old someone is. It's like the
Like a tree
Yeah,
stump,
it's
you
like
can
the-
count people's
yeah,
nose hairs.
and that's how old they are.
Bro, I hate that. Anyway, so the class is happening
24 in each. And what is it called? What is a singular?
in each nair.
In each nair is 24.
Yeah, there's a fun fact for your week, snoreheads. Every nostril is actually called a nair.
Are we doing that for every?
Nair.
I kind of want to do that for every episode.
A fun fact? We
but
should.
It doesn't have to be true. Like
But
some days
no.
it's true.
Isn't
some
Nair
days it's-
also
Then it can't
the
be a
name
fact.
Of hair.
It's a hair removal thing. That's
Yeah.
actually how I found that fact out. I was looking for hair
looking-
removal, and it's N-A-I-R
Okay.
is the product, but I had put in N-A-R-E, which is a singular nostril.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like your left and your right nair.
We got a modern Owen Wilson here.
What?
Sure.
Yep.
I think Owen Wilson is still modern. He's like alive and to this day.
How did I become the
Yeah, wait.
modern?
You're wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
yeah, that kind of was on spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not anymore.
No, don't
Wow.
try it. That's like
No.
your Fozzie.
It was
so
good. My
good.
Fozzie
and then,
was really
and
good.
then it
Fozzie
left.
Bear?
Yeah.
I had a really good
Don't try
Fozzie
again.
Bear.
Don't try again.
I won't.
Don't
I
jinx
won't.
it.
I
And you
won't.
messed up your Fozzie?
No, I had a perfect Fozzie,
But then you tried it again.
and then I didn't have it as good.
Well, what if the teacher like
Was
had
Fozzie Bear?
a side job
Mr. Stein.
as a puppeteer? That's his day job.
No.
He's
We're
a
playing that
puppeteer.
out right now.
No,
He's a
it's
puppeteer.
not.
We're playing that out.
Guys, we've got to get a plot on the road.
Kermit the Frog
No,
here.
no, no,
no.
Vetoed. Whatever's happening is vetoed.
That's Elmo.
I know. I was going back and forth between. Zoink, zoink. Go ahead.
Okay. So what happens is they're students. It is a after school program, and typically they all just like leave right at like 6:30 or whatever when it ends. Well, what's his name? Kevin. How could I forget?
How could you
Kevin
forget that?
is waiting around, and gosh, his parents just are not showing
Where are
up.
my parents at?
I don't know, but
They're usually-
but I am so frustrated
Well, they usually.
at turtles.
Mr. Stein has an additional hatred of turtles,
Turtles,
both
yeah.
Kevin's parents and turtles.
But they usually come on time because they drive really, really fast.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
I
they
think
drive
they're
so fast.
dangerously.
I think they're late because they got a speeding ticket.
I think they're turtles, and that's why they drive fast.
they're not
I
turtles.
think they need to be.
They don't need to be.
Yes.
That's an incorrect
So
word.
are
for
they
sure.
all animals? Is
Yes,
this all
I think
talking
it's
animals?
like a Zootopia kind of thing.
Okay, I do love Zootopia. Dang
I
it!
got you there.
You did.
I'm really
My
not a
favorite
fan
movie.
of the.
No, Mr. Stein is.
Are
the,
you serious? You don't like Zootopia?
I've never seen Zootopia.
he's
You're
just
not a fan of what?
I'm not a fan of of movies with talking animals. As
Yeah,
much.
I mean, me too. But you made me watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and I have
There's
liked it
only
eventually.
one in there. It's mostly humans
So-
with one talking animal.
Right, but that is what is worse to me. I don't mind if
That's
it's
worse?
I don't mind if it's
I
a cartoon with
understand-
them
I
all being animals.
understand
I don't like an
Abby's
animal
sentiment.
in a human world.
That makes sense because
you.
then it feels like if it's she would rather have all or nothing.
right.
I disagree
I'm an
with
all or
you
nothing
there.
gal. It's my cognitive
You,
distortion.
you can just push a little bit in. If you push just a little bit in, then it's going to be acceptable. If they were all talking animals,
Okay,
I'm
here,
not there.
here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm
It's
trying.
only the parents are turtles and everyone else is a human.
No, I hate that. That's the worst. That's not a
How about the
compromise. That's
kid?
what I just said I hate.
The kid has to be adopted then.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, or
it cannot
everyone
just be the parents.
everyone is an animal except Mr. Stein.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think I'm with you still.
It has to be
trying.
all
Because
animals or
what-
none.
Okay, so
Abby
he
was
is-
okay with that.
But
And that's pushing in just a little bit, just like you were saying.
so
To the human
Mr. Stein, what kind of animal is now Mr. Stein?
No,
Mr.
he
Stein's
would be the only
one
human.
who's not an animal.
But then his facial, his face being ugly really doesn't make much of a difference.
It does. It was his he was like
He's the
there's no
last
humans
yeah.
around. He's like, how dare you?
Like, and everyone like saw him and like knew what he looked like before.
Maybe that's why he's in an all animal society.
Because
The turtles had moved to the human society, or they were driving in this human society. They shouldn't have been
Man,
there.
I'm really sorry, guys. I really got us going with that just one turtle bit.
I think, I
don't
think
know
we're
why you-
mixing too many genres here.
I agree. I'll go back, veto Zach's turtle thing, and let's be normal and be human. I
I
kind of miss the turtles. But
bet you do.
save
I
them.
miss when we had normal episodes,
That was never Abby.
You're right.
Our first one was "You've Been Warmed."
and I loved it. Anyway, that was before you decided that animals needed to be in this
I was
episode.
just thinking it'd be a funny bit.
Well, you were not thinking actually.
what
That's
if
a bold
they have
statement.
a pet turtle in the car with them?
There just
I just don't need a turtle.
They're just
If they're
yeah,
not
he
turtles,
doesn't-
I don't want any turtles.
Yeah, that's fair.
If there's not turtles, I don't need it.
No, if they are
If
not
they're not
turtles.
turtles.
if the
if-
parents aren't turtles, I
No
don't want a
turtles.
turtle.
No,
No
turtles are
turtles.
necessary.
Right. Do they have a pet?
They can. It's just
can't-
gonna be a
I don't think it's
turtle.
important for our lore. So did I use that word right?
Lore?
I've
Sort
been
of.
liking it recently, but I don't really know how it needs to be used.
Yeah, I
I
can
like
tell.
the concept. Okay. Care to explain it?
No.
Or do I just have to live in ignorance?
Yes, that's what you do every day.
I know. I'm trying to be.
So the car shows up.
Yes, after
With the
speeding.
parents.
Whoa! What's the car? Abby, please answer.
2013 Nissan.
Nissan.
That's a Honda.
Yeah.
Juke.
Juke.
Make it a juke.
Kicks. Kicks.
Okay.
It's a Nissan Kicks.
Why kick's not a juke?
Kick,
Because that's what
it's-
Garrett has.
It's a kick streak.
And Mom has a Juke.
She does have a juke?
Does she?
One of them have a Juke and one of them have a Kicks.
I think Garrett has the juke then, and Mom has the
Okay.
kicks.
Then we'll do a Juke.
I really feel like jukes should have been made by Dodge.
We're not doing this.
I'm
This
just
is
saying.
not
that's-
room for a car stand-up bit.
I'm not doing the little car stand up bit. I'm just
He's
saying.
sitting down.
A juke should be made by Dodge.
He
That's
just looked at me with just fire in your eyes.
I put it there to portray my anger. Oh, it's gone. Okay. I was
Yeah, I
wearing
know.
contacts. Be careful.
Sorry.
Anyway, so a Nissan Juke pulls up with Kevin's parents, Stephanie and Timothy. And he says, Is that the people who ruined my face and my life? It's a rhetorical question. You knew it from the
Why did you start with a B?
beginning. I knew it from the beginning. Okay, Kevin.
I think it should be a single parent. I think it's a love story.
No.
No.
Forgiveness and a love story.
Forgiveness does not always have to be in the context of romantic love, and I
We don't
actually
have
think
to
that's
do.
where
I
we
feel
get
like
it wrong
the enemies
often.
to lovers trope is done too much.
It is done just enough. I actually really love it, but I don't think this lends itself well to it.
A silent
Really?
voice,
I do.
a very good enemies. To
Actually, I haven't
lovers.
seen that. I read a lot more than I watch. I realized that
Well, it
about
was
myself.
originally a manga, so.
Well, I don't read manga, so. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think it would offer the ability to become something deeper than just this.
I just don't think we have to have romance for it to be a deep story.
Well, I think it connects them more in some way.
I think we could also have a sequel.
The only way it can connect them, I guess, is if we tell the story more from Kevin's point of view.
Rather than the teacher.
Yeah. Because if we tell it from the teacher's point of view, I don't think if it's the two parents and he's just going to see the two parents, I guess the difficulty could be in teaching the child, and the two parents would be more of a peripheral kind of.
Yeah.
And then it's just him in the car with Kevin more that is the conflict.
I mean, I think that he would not go out of his way if it were just a single parent, if it was just Stephanie. I don't think he would go out of his way to see her. So actually, I think it would have to develop through their drive times.
Okay.
Through Kevin talking about his mom and stuff.
Yeah.
Which could be pretty. I
Yeah.
like that. Because Mr. Stein's like, I have to do my job.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how I feel about this kid.
You
know about that.
Unless we want to go in a different direction with that. And that
To
he's going to
clarify,
teach him
I just said that
poorly.
because I'm sure you've had students you didn't like over the years, not because any student's mother has ever disfigured your face. I did say you know about that so pointedly.
My face has never been disfigured in that way.
In that way.
But
We all do have the same face, as
Yeah.
Abby's mentioned.
So one gets disfigured and they
all
do.
go down.
I know. Literally at the school the other day.
Yeah, I was
You
just
students.
just standing in my room, and then my face just started.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Okay. I feel like
the door
similar
creaking?
to
It
was
a
just bones.
circus,
Bones had to move as well.
we need to
The
get
rest of it
this
was
show
flesh.
on
The rest of it was
the
flesh.
You
That
cannot
had to
keep doing. No, a door was just open when your face was.
on the road.
It was a door hitting my face, and that's why
that's why
he
you're
It's time,
disfigured. All right,
just
so
like a clock.
so he realizes that the people in the car.
Yeah. So now let's skip to another point in the story. Like,
Please.
near midway, not the school.
Right.
Are they driving now?
Yes. So the,
In a drive time.
the drive instructor. So Stein is
Stein.
there, and Kevin are driving,
Right.
and so
Well, Kevin's driving, Stein's in the
yeah,
passenger seat.
and
For
they're
sure,
about
for
to get on the highway.
Ooh. Life is a highway.
that's a
Rascal
pretty
Flatts
big-
appears out of nowhere.
So does this give him the opportunity to either teach him correctly
Yeah.
or incorrectly?
But the thing is, he doesn't want to put himself in danger.
Does he?
Is
Care?
he still terrified?
I think he might be,
Mm.
but this is his only job.
What if?
that he-
Actually, he got this job as an exposure therapy for himself, and it's not working.
What if he's like when there's so much stress he falls asleep?
You just
Oh,
want
no,
other
I
people to be asleep in
Yeah.
important life situations, so it's not just you.
I just thought as you entered the highway, if he were to pass out,
Well, I mean,
Every
that's,
time you
that's
get on the
definitely
highway.
a big moment, especially.
I think
I'm
so.
a beginner. I'm a beginner driver.
Are you?
I got my license about 6 months ago
Sure.
or so.
Half a year.
And so I remember going on the highway for the first time. It was pretty nerve wracking.
it is.
Right.
Your
And
nerves were all racked,
racked. Yeah, on a shelf.
just like spices.
Yep. Or
Anyway.
cereal.
Uh huh.
And so maybe this is like, we could get. For lack of a better word, this is not the right word. I want
You
to use
normally
here.
are in that situation.
But like this is a point where he could like, pressure him. You know.
Were you gonna say torment? What were you gonna say?
torture.
Torture.
But I couldn't think of the right word.
So suddenly he starts dripping water on his face.
No, not the Chinese water torture. And
Waterboarding. He starts waterboarding him right there
No.
on the way onto the highway.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's dripping water on his face.
Pressure.
Yeah, so he could like Mr. Stein could be like trying to pressure him at this moment, and like because like he's scared and he's like, what do I do? What do I do? And then like the Stein says like, why'd you do it? Or like, why'd your parent do it? Or something like that. Something along those lines. If you wanted to, or we could go a different direction, but not.
I think
the
it's
wrong way.
I think it's a
No.
breaking point. I think he does start in that way, and then he realizes it doesn't matter. His answer is not as important as this kid's life.
I'm laughing because my next thought was he changes his mind. He calms down. He's able to help him to merge onto the highway.
Life is a
Merging
highway.
And the kid's parent runs into him from behind because the kid's parent is still
A bad
Speeding.
a
driver.
horrible driver.
Yeah.
We could go that route,
hmm
or
A dark, dramatic irony.
yeah, that's just sad though. I feel like didn't you just say that you wanted this to be like an
Heartfelt,
uplifting,
like,
heartfelt, like
love.
deeper meaning?
Well,
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
No, no, you
No, but we do have to have forgiveness in there, which I
That's
think.
true,
So
that's
we
true,
can't
that's
just.
true.
I guess we could have them
And then
kill them after, and he's technically done his little forgiveness thing.
The only one that survives the car crash is
the parent.
I was thinking the driving instructor is the only one that survives and forgives.
Man,
That is just so dark.
we've done dark things on this podcast.
And now
We
he's
have.
like lost a limb too or something.
Oh,
like
I was
that.
thinking he is actually fine. He gets tons of money in a settlement.
And that's why
and
he
he-
forgives.
No,
is
no.
that really forgiveness?
No, and
I think that's retribution.
he plastic surgeries his face.
Plastic surgeries his face.
Yep, that's what I said. Thank you for repeating it,
Yep.
just so everyone could hear
Plastic
clearly.
surgeries
His face.
It almost sounds like you're like taking silly putty and putting it on the places that you wanted to change.
Does it sound like that?
That's, I was just making fun of Abby for the way she said someone
Plastic
getting
surgery.
plastic surgery.
But plastic
I don't know where
surgery
you
in
were
your
going.
face. Putting plastic on my
Clearly.
face.
I know it may look like a theater, but this ain't Play-Doh.
Wow, I would not even stoop to that pun.
Stoop.
Yeah.
I can't reach the taller ones.
The taller puns.
Neither can you.
Wow. Wow.
Are you trying to be Owen Wilson again and you're failing?
Wow.
I was not at all thinking of Owen Wilson. That's horrible.
I told you to never try again because it was good when you did it
It
originally.
was really good. See, I can't do it right. I can't do any.
Okay, I think
impressions
we
right
need
now.
to
I'm so
settle
tired.
on our ending.
Well,
You're good. I'm just going to stop you.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll
Okay.
pick it back up.
You're
okay?
good. We're close to
No,
our
you're fine, you're
finishing
fine. I'm
point.
just saying, I get a little scared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, understandable.
All right.
Sweet. Thank you, Mike. I think we need to find our final resting place. It might be.
dying?
Our final resting place or
That's
his?
very much.
There might be multiple.
So it sounded like you've decided on
Yeah.
them dying. Does every one of them die?
I don't care.
And then
Oh, wait a minute. What if all of them die and there was also another person in the vehicle that passes away and the forgiveness is actually their family trying to forgive all of these others?
What did Mr. Stein do though?
Mr. Stein was.
He was in charge
That-
of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the question is delayed. Dang it.
The question is
Delayed or belated is what I was trying to say. Is delayed forgiveness at all if it ends up hurting more? Because he wasn't ready to do it right away. He did get to that point, crashes in. And so technically he did have his forgiveness, but it caused more pain
I
because he
think that's
delayed it.
still counted as forgiveness.
It is,
So-
but delayed forgiveness still has the opportunity for more pain. You know
So
what I'm saying?
it's forgiveness. It's a
Right.
slow motion scene.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, everything.
Is it forgiveness or a slow motion scene?
Everything slows down suddenly. You see Mr. Stein look closely at him. And then you pan back to his face and this realization of, I need to forgive them. And the actor has to be able to portray this with his face. When suddenly he looks
deformed
face.
Yes, with his deformed face, which is even more impressive.
We'll find
and then
someone.
he looks into the rear view mirror just as you see this peace come over him. He looks into the rear view mirror and you see
sees a turtle.
Zach.
The truck coming up from behind and wham!
Can it please be like
And
the
then it
Adam
speeds
West
up to
Batman? Wham!
The word right there.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a Scott Pilgrim saves the world
Scott
kind
Pilgrim
of moment.
versus the world. Yeah.
I love movies.
And then, or like an. Hey, I was thinking about a TV show at first. Adam West 1960s Batman.
Cool. I love film history.
So wait, you don't know
Any of that.
You've
I know
never seen
of Scott Pilgrim. I started it and didn't like it, and I don't care if that opinion kills me.
It's
You don't like Scott Pilgrim?
No,
such a good
I did
movie.
not like
Maybe
it.
this is the forgiveness moment we're looking
it's one of my
for.
favorite movies, Abby. I hope you know
The thing
that.
is, you would have to forgive me if I did something wrong. I didn't. I just had an opinion.
The visual comedy in that is one of the best
It
I've
is
ever
pretty
seen
impressive.
from a director.
I didn't
I think the
I would
visual
like it.
comedy of your face is the best. It's okay. It's not that much of a
these-
roast. We
these-
all
we're
look the
talking about
same.
People with deformed faces right now. Okay, so
So
just
what?
don't make jokes like that.
You're just offended.
No, I just don't want you to offend anybody else.
You've never been worried about that before.
You're not wrong.
The group of we hate anyone with a deformity.
Yep.
No, I actually can't do it.
That's
I
the one.
can't
That's
do
the one
it.
group of people now. This episode.
You can hate them. I won't. Zach hates you guys, but I love you guys. I hope that you have a good life and you're beautiful just the way you are.
And be careful
No, you're
merging
not.
into traffic.
Just
Be
like,
very
oh my gosh,
careful
wait,
merging
what's
into
that
traffic.
song? Just the way you. Bruno Mars. Just like Bruno Mars said, you're beautiful.
Jump
just
on a hurt-
the way you are.
I'd catch a grenade for you?
Not that song.
Oh, that's also Bruno.
That is
That
also
Bruce-
him.
Bruce-
Maybe that's how their face got deformed. They were really inspired by
listening to
Bruno Mars.
Oh, and caught a grenade for someone.
Yeah, and then he had to also inspire them with Just the Way You Are after that incident.
I don't know.
We're
After
changing our entire movie
after he
To
catches
a
a grenade
Bruno
for him, he's pretty
Mars
much done.
music video.
What'd you say?
After he catches the grenade, he's pretty much done.
We'll see. He won't,
Oh, that's
though.
my phone. I'm so sorry.
That was hilarious. Okay,
Very funny.
so I feel like we have it. Dad, could you
Can you give us
give
a
us a
little
little
summary?
summary? Oh, wait, can we ask us Mr. Stein one last time?
Oh yeah.
Hello, BJ. Could you give me a summary for this movie called
Wheel of
Forgiveness?
Forgiveness.
Thank you. Okay,
And you went the review right or the
the summary.
summary.
We
In
were
a-
so clear.
In a land before time, Mr. Stein was in a terrible accident that was caused by reckless driving.
Bum.
30 years later, while he's a teacher at a driver's ed school with his face terribly deformed, in walks Kevin. Hi, Mr. Stein. And Kevin turns out to be the child of those who deformed his face. But Mr. Stein has to decide in his heart, will he teach Kevin to drive safely? Or will he make it dangerous so that Kevin will lose his own life? You'll only know if you turn the wheel of forgiveness.
Coming to theaters. Why
was
did you do
that?
Barry the Platypus?
That was the wheel of forgiveness
We have no
turning.
platypuses there.
There's
It was the wheel of
no-
forgiveness turning.
That was a turning wheel?
Yes, like pretend
we
like
need
you're
to get
hitting
your
it.
car looked at. We need to get your car looked at.
We just did this morning, and it was fine.
Click, 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 click,
No,
click, 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 click,
are
click,
you
click,
guys
click.
not understanding what I'm saying? Yes, the answer to that
You're
is
thinking
so
about like
clearly.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, which is what I thought you were
Yeah, we
going off of. So
No,
it
it's
shouldn't
like
be
a
that.
steering wheel or wheel on a car.
Yeah, that was the play on words there.
Yeah. So it's like.
But the play on words was also.
You should also get your car checked out.
Wait,
of
I
this.
can do a
Guys,
wheel thing.
Let me do what my car sounds like when I turn.
Now, what did it sound like before? I had to pay. It was click, 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 click.
You want to hear my car? I can do a car impression. Ready?
Yeah, I can do my car impression.
Actually, it was not bad.
I know, and that wasn't even my best one. Normally, I can do them a lot better.
It sounds like a
Like me snoring.
I was thinking of like an angry Wolverine, but not as in the X-Men character, but as in like the actual animal.
This has
That
gotten
sounds
weird.
like a gorilla.
It does. This has gotten so weird. Alrighty.
It really is an animal kingdom.
Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed Wheel of Forgiveness. Sorry that you didn't get to have those beautiful snores this week.
Yeah.
I'm awake.
This was
This
actually
time.
nothing to snore at, apparently.
This was nothing to this
one is not.
episode.
This episode. You know what?
What?
I have been Abby.
I have been Zach,
I am currently and have been BJ Williams.
and this
This has been Nothing to Snore at. Ka-chow! Follow us on Instagram at nothing.to.snore.at.
or just nothing to snore at with dots in between it.
Name it,
Okay, well, it's already
because it's
named.
going to
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.